I'm Carey with the Lexington Senior Center. I am a personal trainer here, and today I thought I would just go through some stretches and strength training for your hips. Your hips get overused every day. It's one of the largest joints in your body, and it takes your whole body weight. So I hear it all the time with my clients and with participants here that they're having issues or pain in their hips. Of course, if it's major, go see your doctor. If you've had surgery or anything like that, please seek advice first before you start exercising. Check with your physician. But I'm just going to keep this kind of an instructional. I'm going to just kind of show you various types of movements. When you go to do this on your own, you can do like 3 sets of 10. If that's too much, then break it down, work only on 1 set, and just see how you do. I will show various movements throughout the way that might increase the intensity, and if you're not ready to do any of that, then don't. It's okay. So I'm going to just start with a very simple move. It's called a bridge, okay? And it's a great hip opener. I'm going to have my feet nice and flat here. I'm going to lay down. I'm going to keep my lower back into the floor right now. You can have your hands here to the side, or you can cross them across the chest. That is totally up to you where you're most comfortable. If you're unsure of your balance as you lift up and down, or you need the extra support, keep your hands down. But you're just going to kind of lift up into a bridge. Right now I have my feet nice and flat. You're going to kind of elongate here. Don't go too high or anything like that. You don't want to arch the back. Just keep it in a nice alignment. So while we're doing this, while I'm holding this at the moment, you are opening these hips here. You are strength training the back of the body and the lower spine, the hamstrings and the glutes. Everything that kind of helps support these hips. But I'm just going to kind of slowly go down, nice and slow. Let the lower back go down first. And then slowly come right back up. So you're just doing a very slow movement. So if this is really painful, just kind of work through this as best you can. Stop if you need to. I personally don't think you should ever work through pain. So just stop if something's ever really painful. You can feel strengthening, you can feel weakness, you can feel tiredness, but I'm not a fan of pain. And then I might just kind of take it out and hold for a second. Really elongate the abdominals, open the hips, tighten the back of that body, strengthening everything. And slowly come back down, always allowing that lower back to get there first. So that was with my feet nice and flat. Now I'm going to go through a series of bridges that might seem a little odd, but now I'm going to kind of point my toes out, and I'm just going to slowly do the same thing, kind of come up and down. And again, pick a number for you, 10, 3 sets. Kind of tighten the glutes as you come up, hold the abdominals in, so you can have the toes out. And slowly come down. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to put my heels to the floor and my toes to heaven, okay? And again, I'm just going to slowly lift up and down. So I'm just changing the direction of my bridges with my feet, changing the little muscles that are working and engaging. So this one kind of engages more of the hamstrings here. I'm still getting that hip opener. I'm strengthening the hips, strengthening that lower back, strengthening the muscles around those hips, and slowly lower down. You can also, this is a weird feeling to me, but you come up on your toes and the heels are off the floor, and you come up into a bridge and slow down. And at any time you get cramps or anything like that, you can just come out of it and just stretch. Nice, slow, up and down. Nice and easy. And again, you can take it up and hold and slow down and then come on down. If you're more advanced and you would like to place a weight, you can place a weight right here, like at your lower abdominals, and slowly come up and down. Just make sure your lower back always gets there first. Now we're going to kind of work the piriformis here, side of your glutes. I want the bottom of your feet together. I call this butterfly wings. If you can kind of scoot your legs in some, you can. You're going to come up and squeeze. So you should feel all these muscles here. This is really, really opening up those hips, stretching through the groin, and then slowly come on down. Nothing super intense here, but I can feel all these muscles strengthening right now and stretching. And again, even though this is in the butterfly bridge, don't rush this. Always come down nice and slow. I can't say it enough, lower back first, because you never want to hurt your lower back. We're here to try to keep you healthy and strong, right? And then come on down. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of shake out my legs. So, now I'm going to kind of have you roll over. And if you're somebody that your wrists bother you a lot, you can be in a fist position here instead of having that flexed. Sometimes I use hand weights to hold on to keep my wrists nice and straight, not flexed. I'm going to open up my legs about hip width apart here, okay? And I'm going to kind of look up. I want you to raise one leg up and flex that foot. So this is called a donkey kick. Now I don't have any ankle weights or anything right now, but you could put an ankle weight on there, and you're just going to kind of lift and flex, and you're going to feel that in the hamstrings. So it's just a little donkey kick. Try not to lean. So you want to try to have everything nice and square to the floor and not lean, okay? And again, you can do about 10 one side, and then flex that foot, get it up there, 10 the other. And make sure you're not arching the back and looking up. Try to keep that neck in alignment with the spine, tummy's tight. Try not to lean. And slow down. Ankle weights will work really great. That'd be another way to kind of advance the move. So now I'm going to incorporate some bands. If you have stretchy bands like this, like a little circular band, that's what I'm going to use. You can get these like on Amazon. You might be able to get it from your physical therapist. They might give you some. If you have like a stretchy band like one of these, you can tie it like in a bow around your thighs. But I'm going to use one of these. And I'm going to put it above my knees. And you know, when you have hip issues, you might feel it, not always in your hips, you might feel it into your lower back, into your glutes, into, you know, your IT band, into your knees. It's crazy. Sometimes when we have issues and have pain, that's not always where it's coming from. So now I'm just going to roll over onto my side. You can lay all the way down if you would like, or you can come up. That's your comfort zone, but you have to have your hips stacked. Try not to let them fall back. I'm going to put my feet together, and I'm just going to open and close like a clamshell. Yeah, just keep it nice and stacked here. Try to open it as high as you can, working the hip here at the top. And again, we're going to just do so many for a little presentation here, but pick your number. Don't just follow me, pick your number, because I'm not really keeping count. I'm just kind of showing today. And then you might just go roll over, stack the hips up here, come on down. You can either lay down. Just don't let those hips roll, because they want to. And just keep them nice and stacked. Sitting up is fine, as long as you're not sinking into that shoulder. Just open and close. hard part, taking the band off. So I'm just going to take that off. All right. So come on and lay back down. And I'm just going to lay on down here. I just want you to grab one leg and pull it towards you. Now you have a couple of choices here. You can grab your leg right here on your thigh and pull it towards you, or you can grab it up here on your shin and pull it towards you. Some people like to keep their leg bent when they stretch. I kind of prefer straightening my leg. I feel a deeper stretch here in my hip opener. And just hold this for about 20 or 30 seconds on your own. This is also a great move to do if you have lower back issues, to do this in the morning time before you even get out of bed. Do each leg about 30 seconds each, and then both legs together for a minute. And then just switch when you're ready. Taking a nice deep breath. Don't ever let it be too painful. And you could bring both knees in and give yourself a hug. This is the one I said to do if you have lower back issues. Hold this in the morning for 1 minute before you even get up out of bed. It might really help your spine, kind of gets it ready for the day. And so, we're going to kind of stretch right here with gluteus medius. I want you to try to do the number 4. That's what I call it because it looks like a 4. So you're going to reach through your legs and just kind of pull it towards you. That's really going to stretch out that outer thigh right here. So just kind of pull that close. When you feel that muscle relax, you can pull just a little bit closer. And hold that for like 20 or 30 seconds, and then just switch sides. In a previous video, I showed how to do this in the chair. You can always go and sit up in a chair as well. So then I'm just going to kind of place my feet on the floor. I just kind of want you to slowly sit up. And I'm going to put the bottom of my feet together like that butterfly wings that I showed you earlier when we were doing the bridges. You can try to slide your feet in as best you can, but I do want you to sit up nice and tall. I don't want you to collapse that upper body or round out the back or anything. It's just a very slight bend forward. So I do feel that stretch in my lower back. But if you can, take your elbows and gently press down. But if just sitting in this position is just too painful for you, then you don't even have to go to here. Try to keep everything nice and tight. And again, hold that for just 20 or 30 seconds. And then just sit up nice and tall. One more thing before I let you go today. One of my favorite moves, if you are a yoga person, you know what a child's pose is. So you know how to sit back, press your heels toward your bottom, and walk out, kind of open that up. Well, I'm changing this just a little bit. I want you to try to open up your legs. I use my yoga mat to kind of adjust the distance. Don't go too wide. But I'm going to kind of put the bottom of my feet together so my big toes are kind of touching. And then I'm going to sit back as best I can. Walk it out to the floor if I can, and just take a moment to relax. And I can really feel that hip opener right here in this position. And then just slowly walk it back up. And I hope some of these exercises help you. Let me know. Love to hear from you at the Lexington Senior Center.